Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
An inmate involved in a deadly overdose at the state penitentiary will spend additional time behind bars.
22-year-old Manarian Fuse was charged with providing K2 to fellow inmate Anthony Richards, who died of an overdose last February. That charge was dismissed as part of a plea deal. On Tuesday, Fuse returned to court to face one count of possessing a drug. Instead of entering a guilty plea, he entered a plea that means he accepts the conviction without admitting guilt. The judge sentenced him to 3 more years behind bars. The South Dakota Department of Health is alerting parents about a possible measles exposure at Millbank Elementary School. In a memo sent out on Tuesday, health officials say the exposure occurred January 15th after a student at the school was confirmed to have measles. The Department of Health is urging parents to make sure their children are vaccinated to help prevent the spread of the highly contagious virus. The Rapid City Area School District recently passed a policy that could send negative lunch balances to collections. This is in response to the over $170,000 in school lunch debt the district sees each year.
My first thought was, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing with our time, our energy, and our resources for this to be something that needs to happen? And I understand there could be some bad players, but overall, I just don't think that any kids should feel like they're a burden to eat lunch at school.
Families with a negative balance can also set up a payment plan so they don't have to go to collections. Well, now let's get a check on our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Summer. Good morning, everybody. We've been following flurries and snow showers across eastern South Dakota this morning. Very, very light accumulations, if any. For today, temperatures will remain cold. Numbers in the teens, 20s, eastern South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. A little warmer in western South Dakota, 30s, and there's a chance that Rapid City may hit the lower 40s today. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The last full week of January is recognized as National Radon Awareness Week.
The specialty week was created to highlight the dangers of radon, a colorless, odorless, radioactive gas that enters a home through cracks in the foundation.
The owner of Dakota Radon Mitigation encourages homeowners to test their levels and, if necessary, install a mitigation system.
It's not something you're required to do, and it's not something that will take you out overnight, but it is a key component of indoor air quality. It's good to get checked and corrected.
Ostad says the testing devices run from $20 to $100, while installing a mitigation system ranges from $1,500 to $3,000.
There's a new spot to grab some wood-fired pizza in downtown Sioux Falls.
Nunzio's Food Hall is now open inside the Dakota Flats building of the Sharapa Place development.
The pizza restaurant comes from Chef Brian Moscatello, who many people know from Harvester Kitchen.
HK is definitely my passion. It's what I've done and what I've trained for and what I've grown to through my decades of being a chef, you know, and really what gets me going, that just refinement. But, you know, we wanted to bring something that you could come to, you know, every week, a couple times a week, come to lunch, come to dinner, that's just more approachable, more accessible.
Nunzio's is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 11:30 to 2:30, but Moscatello says soon they'll be open for a dinner service.
As for Harvester Kitchen, you can make reservations for dinner there by following the link under this story on KELOLAND.com.
There's less than a week to go with most of the burger battles in the area.
For the Brandon Valley area burger battle, 6 different restaurants are taking part. The Gruff is serving up the new school bacon bomb.
Chef Ken Leonard says there's benefits to having only 6 burgers to eat.
You can actually sit back, relax, try and enjoy the burgers instead of having to sit, split it with 4 people and run to the next burger joint to try what they have just to fit them all in.
The crew at the Gruff and at Annie's Coffee Bar and Roastery say that the burger battle has helped bring in new customers.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Scott?
All right, good morning, everybody. Here's Futurecast. I know we've had some flurries, snow showers this morning. Eastern South Dakota, minor accumulations. Those will go away as we continue through the morning into the afternoon. We'll try to bring in some sunshine, but it will remain cold. Highs in the teens and 20s. Flurries, snow showers come back tonight, but this time in the central and parts of western South Dakota, where I think western KELOLAND a little more persistent with our snow chances as we do get into tomorrow. And tomorrow night, it'll eventually start to add up too. We could see some accumulations coming in around an inch across western South Dakota, while eastern Kettleland will stay mostly dry with colder air coming in by Friday. That's when wind chills Friday morning may fall to the minus teens and minus 20s. Well, here's a look at the chances of seeing around an inch of snow. It's around 50-50 for Pierre, into the 90s into western Kettleland. Rapid City's up to 91%. In fact, this look at one of the computer models suggesting that the higher elevations of the hills, we can see some snowfall amounts, maybe around 2 to 4 inches. Some areas may get an isolated report coming in a little bit more than that, maybe just to the south and southwest of Deadwood. Rapid City may come in at a little bit more than an inch, and that takes us through the morning hours on Friday. Forecast today showing temperatures in the teens across eastern South Dakota. We'll go with numbers in the 30s and 40s in western Kettleland. Tonight, temperatures fall to the single digits on either side of zero across the east, teens and 20s in the west. And for tomorrow, we'll have temperatures range from the teens in the east to near 40 degrees in Rapid City. You can check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great day.